Hello guys, how are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. If you're new here, my name is Angelica, and on this channel you will see a lot of makeup, like makeup tutorials, talking about makeup, tag videos, get ready with me, haul videos. If you like that, if you like maybe colorful makeup, or maybe as I had today, a little bit more neutrals, I do that as well. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button before you leave. And yeah, let's jump into this video, guys. So this video, I had an idea. I did kind of this video 1 year ago, or yeah, last fall. I picked up my favorite fall makeup, like eyeshadow palettes, lip products, and so on. But today I'm just gonna pick out my favorite fall palettes. And as I said, I had planned to do this, but I did see Paulina do this, so I will leave her channel down below. And also Karen Harris and Amy from Amy Loves Makeup, they did a collaboration. They picked out 10 palettes that was perfect for fall. So I'm gonna pick out 10 palettes that I'm going to use for fall. And before we get started, I have filmed this look. I don't know if it's already up, but if it's not, it will come. So stay tuned. But I used the Nabla Dreamy palette. Just going to show you very quickly how it looks. Look at that. Super beautiful. And yeah, that will be up on my channel if it's not already. But let's jump in. It's not like in a particular order, these palettes, and of course you can use I mean I don't use like season palettes, like this palette I only use for spring, or this palette I only use for fall. It's just that I'm a little more inspired when it comes to fall, when it comes to colors. Then I gravitate towards more grungier, darker, like red, green. Yeah, you will see. But that's why I wanted to show you guys what kind of palettes I am going to wear a lot when it comes to fall. So the first palette is this palette. I mean, look at this. This is like fall in a palette. This is from Max Up the Makeup. This is a sweater weather palette. Look at this packaging. I mean, you can't like not pick this one if you have it. This is an indie brand, and I haven't used this so much because I picked up this one and the summer, let me see here, Ready Set Summer, and I have used that one a lot because now during the summer. But when I picked this one up, it wasn't full, so I hadn't had a chance to use it, but I am going to use it this fall. I have used it, but not as much. But I am going to pick this out. I am going to do looks, and maybe if you want to see, I can do one palette, 2 looks on this one. I don't know, but this is the color story. And as you can see, I mean, look at it. It has these beautiful reds, it has browns, it has gold, and some greens. And I mean, come on, this is so pretty. I love, when it comes to fall, I am like, I want reds. Red, brown, a little bit of green, but you know, the reds are very important to me when it comes to fall, because I love that. And as I said, this palette is so beautiful, and I'm so inspired to start using it. So definitely that one. This is a palette I definitely going to pick out now when fall comes, and maybe winter. This is the OPV Spotlight palette. I have done 1 palette, 2 looks on this one. I will try to leave all the videos where I have tried out these palettes. Oh, this is so beautiful, guys. I think this kind of is a dupe for the Born to Run or something. Urban Decay, Born to Run, or, you know, that Urban Decay palette. Well, this is stunning. This is so beautiful. I was so inspired when I got this and started playing with this. I was blown away because I think the formula is amazing. I think the shadows is amazing. This is like dark jewel toned palette that you... Oh, it's so stunning. You have the reds, you have the oranges, because orange is also a color that I really want for fall. And then you have the browns, and then you have a black, which is great. You have gold, you have this burgundy red, you have these shimmers that this is like a duochrome. This is so cool. This is like it's shifting like in green, different greens, and this is a duochrome as well. This is a really deep blue, and this is a purple, as you can see. Why am I saying that? But you can see you have this beautiful grungy dark shades, and I have done so many fun looks with this because the shimmers are like in another dimension, especially these duochrome shades. They look so beautiful on the lid. I can really recommend this palette for you. It's not that expensive, I think. I think it's quite affordable, I think. But yeah, definitely this one I'm gonna play with. And next up is this one. This is from Nabla. This is the Dreamy 2. I showed you the Dreamy palette, and this is the Dreamy 2. So this is not what I have on my eyes, but this is how this one looks. You have a lot of dark shades here. You just have 3 mattes though, but you have 2 shades that is like cream to powder formula, and they are also stunning. It's these 2 right here, and then you have like a very, it's a gold, but it feels like it's a greenish gold or something, or like a muted gold. I just think this is a really cool palette. I really like this one, and I think I can do a lot of fun looks when I go to work, a little more darker looks, and you can definitely do like a smoky eye on this one. Just put this one in the middle, or maybe this or this. I mean, yeah, I definitely gonna use this more because I haven't been inspired to use it now in the summertime because it's so dark, but definitely now when it's getting darker and you know, I gravitates towards those more darker shades. And next up we have a ColourPop palette. This is the Whatever palette. Love this one. I have the main squeeze as well, and the main squeeze I can show you. Here you have the main squeeze palette. It's also a red palette, and then I'm gonna put out this one. So you can see this one has more like grungy, darker reds. This has a more brighter reds, but you can see they have some similarities actually, these 2 palettes, but I like this one more. I think this is a beautiful red palette with a pop of gold, and I love gold. I love gold shades and I love reds, so I mean this is a palette for me, and I have used it also a lot when I got it, and now I haven't used it for a while, so I thought maybe I am going to use it more now when fall comes. Here we have a palette that I think a lot of people that has this palette also want to put in this category, like fall palette, and it's the Beauté Flair palette, and I'm gonna show you. I haven't used this as much. I have done actually a collab with, I think it's Nikki Raven, and I did a collab with this palette, and because before that I hadn't used it that much, maybe with just once or something, but I think this is very interesting because you have this mustard yellow, and you have this bright oranges and reds, and you have like purples here, and then you have these grungy greens and teals and blues and a brown. I think this actually inspires me now when I look at it, and I think it's a beautiful palette. I know a lot of people have this as their favorite from Beauté, and I can see why, but as I said, I haven't used it that much, and I really need to pick this one out in my Shop My Stash because I use eyeshadow every day. I use my palettes every day, but I have so many palettes, so when I get new palettes, I use them, and then the older palettes, they're kind of lying there, but I also grab my old palettes as well when I do my makeup every day. So, because I have so many, it's hard to like use every palette, but I really try. I actually look through my collection from time to time and look at what palette haven't I used for a while, and then I pick that one because I love all the palettes I have here, because otherwise I would declutter them. Okay, so here we have a palette that is very new to me. This is the Yaya palette from Mayali Beauty. I have a video up on this one as well, a first impression. Now I have used it. I think when you see this, I don't know if I have a Insta tutorial as well, but I did a look for Instagram as well. So if you don't follow me there, you can definitely follow me on Instagram. You will see more looks. But yeah, this is the palette. I mean, look at this. This is a full palette for me. You have a pop of greens, you have the oranges, you have the browns, you have some rosy tones here, you have a lot of nice shimmers, and I think this is a very beautiful color story. Maybe for some it will be like boring, but for me, I really like this. I think this is stunning. I feel very inspired when I look at this, and that is a good sign. And yeah, I am very impressed with this so far. I mean, I have used it, but I haven't used all the shades here, so I cannot give you like a full review of this palette, but I'm definitely going to pick this out now when it's fall, because for me this is a very fall palette. Next up we have a brand that is my favorite brand actually, and it's Kaleidos, and I'm gonna put this one out, and this is the Cyber Bronze. This is so beautiful. Look at this. This packaging is amazing, and the color story. This is 6 shades in this one, and the mattes is pigmented and stunning, and the shimmers are even more stunning. This red is amazing, and this like rosé pinkish color is amazing, and these browns I have used so much because when I do a smoky eye, I always take this palette. I don't know what it is. Maybe because it's very pigmented. So this one is very dark, and you have a middle shade and you have a lighter shade, so you can really get that graduation when you do a smoky eye. And I just think this is an amazing palette, and this is fall for me. I mean, look at this. It's a brown and red. Yeah, and then you have a silver, just if you want that. I don't use silver that often, but I really like it with more taupey colors to bring in a silver. But in this palette, I don't know, but it's really cool to have it here because it really makes this palette interesting, I think. And as I said, the packaging is amazing. It's so slim and beautiful, and yeah, just look at it. It's stunning. Now we have a ColourPop palette. I just have 2 in this video. That is good. I have a lot of ColourPop palettes, so that's why. But this is Through My Eyes palette. This is a collaboration with someone. I'm not going to pronounce this name. But this is how the packaging looks like. And this is a palette I have used, but not that much. To be totally honest with you, and this is how it looks. But I think this is fall because this green actually reminds me of the green in the Yaya palette. But anyways, you have greens here, you have rosy shades, you have orange, you have a mustard green, mustard yellow, oh my god, you have a really deep dark plum shade here, and this one I have used a lot when I do a smoky eye, and I put this one on in top of that smoky eye. You will get like, can you see the reflect in this one? This is so stunning to put on a smoky eye. If you just take very dark shadow on your lid and this in top of that, it will sparkle. It will look so pretty. I have used that shade the most, I think, in this palette. But then you have like this inner corner highlight. You have a lot of shades that actually it's very nice now when it is fall, and you can do a lot of fun looks with this. I really need to use this more now. So I'm gonna pick this out and play with it and do some looks. And yeah, pretty palette. It's just that I haven't used it that much. Now we just have 2 palettes left, guys. The next one is also a palette I haven't used that much, but I really want to. And it's the Norvina palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is so nice. This is like this velvet and it feels so nice. Anyways, guys, let's open it up and look at this. So this is how it looks. You have the top row is shimmers and the bottom rows are mattes. And I think the mattes really is like fall-ish. I don't know if you say that, but you have browns, you have a mustardy brown, and you have this cool tone purple, and then the upper row you have dark, also dark shimmers, but also this mid-tone shimmers and inner corner highlight. And there is something about this that screams fall for me, even if it is more on the purpley side, but I think purple also is very nice to have when fall comes. And as I said, in combination with this matte, I think this palette definitely is a palette I'm going to use now. And yeah, I know the shimmers are amazing. And yeah, I just think it's also one of these I have like a feeling bad that I haven't used that much. And I really want to use more. So it's good I'm doing this video because now I need to use these palettes I'm talking about. I really do. We have the last palette here, and it's this one. This is the Moonspell palette from Lunar Beauty. Look at this packaging. This is like a book and it's amazing. I mean, look at this. And if we take a look inside, you have a lot of shades that I would say represent fall. You also have purples, but you have these grungy greens, you have some blues here, or represent, I don't know, there are no reds here, but you have some more grungy colors here that you can do a little more deeper looks with, and I think that is also something that I like when fall comes. So definitely this one. I haven't used this one as much either. I did like a video because I wasn't that impressed when I used it first, and then I wanted to pull it out and play with it more because I wanted to have another opinion because everybody seems to love this one. So I picked it out and I think actually I liked it more, but I really need to use it more. I really do. So yeah, I really need to do that because now when I look at it, I definitely can see some nice looks in my mind that I can do with this one. So yeah, and the packaging is stunning, as I said. I mean, I have this as a display actually up on, yeah, here somewhere that I can see it, but it's very pretty. So guys, this was it. This was all my 10 fall palettes. And yeah, tell me down below, do you have a favorite fall palette? I would love to hear what you have as a favorite when fall comes. I mean, it's not like you have to have a fall palette, but sometimes we just have palettes that we think suits you're more inspired to use in a specific season. That's what I'm trying to say. And I'm so glad you have been here with me and watched this video. And don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to click on the notification bell. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I really hope I see you in my next one. Take care guys, bye.